Let's see. Okay, we are live. We are live. Let's let the video connect. Y'all be missing the pre-show, YouTube. You need to get in the studio sometimes. Let's let the video connect so that we can share the link inside of our community so that they can join us in the YouTube comments. Let's share that post also. Now, speaking of community, if you are a solopreneur or entrepreneur who is struggling to get to your first six figures in business, you should be in our community. It is free. Go to shaycannon.info/group. We have 3 pillars about our community. We actually want to build community. We collaborate and we have conversations that are transformational for your business growth, kind of like this morning show. So you need to come be a part. shaycannon.info/growth. No, that's wrong. What the hell did I say? shaycannon.info/group. That's what it is. It's group. Let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures morning show. I'm your host, Shay Cannon. It all starts with the blog. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/funnel, FUNNEL, because what we're talking about all week are the top 4 funnels you need in your small business. Now, what I recognize in dealing with entrepreneurs is that most of you have heard funnel in different ways, and you may be confused about what a funnel and what funnel are we talking about. Let's start it off with a funnel is a shape. Okay, so it can be used to describe a lot of things. And the shape just means it's a lot more at the top than there is in the middle, and there's more in the middle than there is at the bottom. It's a funnel shape, right? So we use that to describe strategies dealing with people. It's more people at the top than there are dropping down to the middle than there are dropping down to the bottom. And so we're going to talk about the 4 funnels that are most important for your business. You need to have all 4. We're not choosing between them, okay? Yesterday was part 1. We talked about your lead magnet funnel. If you need more information on that, catch yesterday's replay. Today is part 2, and we're talking about cart open to cart close funnels, y'all. And so if you don't know what cart open to cart close means, let's start with that. So anytime you pitch your offer in a sales event, which we'll talk about more at the end of this week, and I'll also add in the show notes the link to the whole week we did on sales events. But at the end of a sales event, whether that be a webinar, whether that be a virtual summit, whatever it is, from the stage, whatever, you pitch your offer. Right? And when you pitch your offer, you open the cart to the offer. And then you give that cart about 7 to 10 days and you close the cart. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that you're not selling the same offer in other places. It just means for those very people that attended that sales event, it opened and it closed. Okay. So that's what we want to do with our funnel. So what we know about that funnel, and let's go, y'all know I got pictures for y'all this week so that y'all can understand what those funnels are looking like. But once the cart open, you send reminder emails, you're highlighting the benefits, you're doing the urgency for the offer and all of that. So let me show you what that looks like. All right. So again, the funnel is the shape. There's more people at the top than there are in the middle. There's more people in the middle than there are at the bottom. So for the cart open to cart close funnel, the open is a lot of people, a lot more people that experience the cart opening, right? And then there's going to be a subset of those people that drop down and actually get the emails that you are sending to nurture them and tell them about the urgency of the cart closing. We want them to buy before the cart closes, right? But we don't just send emails that say, hey, you got 4 days, and where cart is closing. No, what we have learned is we need to be nurturing them all along the way until cart close. Our subject lines should have to do with the nurturing content, not the fact that they only got 4 days left, okay? So that they open these emails. All right. And then we got at the bottom are people who actually are still opening our emails all the way to cart close and those that buy. Those are going to be the fewest people in our funnel. All right. Now, let's go to more because we do more for the morning show. So for the morning show, what I want to share with y'all from the show notes, y'all are going to get a 5. Is this 5 emails or 7? I don't know. Did I do 5? I did 7 emails for y'all. Okay. Because you need about 7 to 10 emails from when you pitch your offer to build your funnel. So I have some fill in the blank emails for y'all in the show notes. If you want these, we give these show notes out to our community, shaycannon.info/group. Okay. So email number 1, we're telling them about the offer and more, because you keep in mind, you've already pitched the offer. Okay. So we're not necessarily pitching the whole thing, we're mentioning it as we give them more information. All right. So the first email is just letting them know, hey, don't forget about that offer. Right. And plus, I want to start giving you valuable tips. So you might want to start opening these emails. Right. And so for the first email, you send them a link to a lead magnet. Okay. So cool. The second email, the second day, because these emails are meant to go back to back for the 7 to 10 day cart open. Okay. So the next email is we're giving more value. We tell them, hey, we hope you like that lead magnet from yesterday, but today we're going to share 3 tips. Okay. And you see it's fill in the blank. And then you're going to mention the offer, like, hey, don't forget my offer, right? The third email, we're going to share some social proof. All right. We're going to tell them about how other people have gotten, value and how they are successful because we help them with whatever our offer is. Let's get some space in there. But we're going to tell them about the offer, and we're going to tell them about a testimonial. You can put a video in here. You can put a word in here, whatever. Okay. Now, the next day, we're going to come over and we're going to use things that overcome objections in our email. Okay. So we're going to say, hey, when it comes to our offer, this is a common question and this is the answer. This is a common question and this is the answer. Get our offer. Okay. The 5th email, this is when we're going to say, hey, you only got 3 days. Okay. We're going to remind them to take action. 6 email, 24 hours. 7 email, cart closes tonight. Okay, so they're used to opening our emails by now. And now they understand that we give value and we're telling them to go ahead and buy the offer. So you guys will get this template email, all 7, but you'll also get a prompt to help you to figure out, do you want more custom emails for your offer? So you're going to say, hey, my offer includes, you're going to put your features. It helps. You're going to put in your ideal client description. To stop, you're going to put in your problem or pain. Get out the way, Grammarly. And then you're going to say buy. You're going to insert your solution. 2, insert the transformation. And then you say, give me a list of 7 email subject lines and topics to nurture my list to buy my offer. Okay. And what that's going to do is they're going to do just that. They're going to give you the subject line, and then they're going to give you what the topic is about. Now, what you do is you go through those 7 and you keep asking it to regenerate. Give me 7 more, give me 7 until you have a whole 7 that you enjoy. Then you're going to take the subject line and the topic, and you're going to have it write those out for you. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. So what offer do you know you need an open cart, closed cart email sequence funnel for? Okay. I'm going to start with Heather and Zeta. What offer does Miss Frozen know she needs to do an open cart, closed cart funnel for?
Shay even knew this was awesome. The writing program.
Yeah.
So because it's a specific amount of time that the writing program runs, right? It's 8 weeks. It starts on a day, ends on a day. So I need to create this process for that.
Yes. Yes. Love it. Love it. Dewana, I know you're going to get into emails, because what we're going to do is now we're going to have a lead magnet, right? So now we're also going to have little events that people, we pitch our services to, and now we're going to have an open cart, closed cart. So Dewana, what offer would be great for this?
I'm not really sure. And I was sitting here thinking.
Holiday meals. Holiday meals.
Yeah, holiday meals. I did do holiday meals this past year, and I actually got a little bit of a traction on that. So yeah, that's a good one.
I love
Holiday meals. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is make sure you're starting early enough so people can put it in their plan.
Yes.
With offering the holiday meal, because you probably get more traction if they had more time. So I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Cool beans. And don't forget, you can do that also as a part of, if you do the demonstrations in the independent grocery stores, you can have an iPad there where people can sign up, right? Get the recipe that you, presented to them or whatever. Now they're on the list, and now you actually pitch them for the meal prep. You can do it in different ways. So you don't have to do it any one way. All right, let's go to Dr. LaFera. Dr. LaFera, which offer do you know need an open cart, closed cart sequence funnel?
Well, I haven't created it yet, but I'm going to do that. I just thought about it today, or yesterday. I'm doing a seasonal, so summertime juicing recipe, juicing recipes for women to have more energy, something like that. And I'm gonna send it to my list, well, to have more energy and lose belly fat, something like that. To my list of people I already have who like bought lashes for me or else subscribed for like when I was doing meal planning and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through and tag everybody and then like start doing stuff like that. Start doing that sequence. I mean, yeah, that funnel with them.
Yes, yes, I love it.
It caught me off guard. I was toasting something.
Well, you know, the frog is out your throat, so I felt like you was ready. All
right.
right.
Please.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Over here on the YouTube side, we got Glow. So Glow, good morning. Make sure that you let us know how you would use this cart open to cart close emails. What offer would you use it with? Glow, you put it in the YouTube comments. All right, Shawana Kennedy of Kennedy Media, how would you use this cart open to cart close funnel? On what offer?
Well, what I believe that would be great would be, well, I call it LCA, which stands for Lights, Camera, Action, a mini, where they get so much time with me to do so many little short videos to help boost their visibility.
Oh, I love it. So I have a question for the room, y'all, because I've been fussing at Shawana during the workshop. But I have a question. If Shawana were to create a program, a low-cost program where she told you what prompts to do every day for that month, it's a monthly program, would you sign up for that? If she told you what to do your videos on? So let's just say.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, there
Yes.
you go. I was just wondering. All right. There
What's
you go.
the problem? What's the problem?
Shawana, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yes, because I'm the most handheld holding this person in the room. Need my hand held. Yes.
And that's the one. Okay. All right. I was just wondering if y'all needed help with your social media and you wanted to know if she had a subscription where she just gave you a prompt a day to do a video a day. Would that be helpful?
Thank you.
And y'all have yeah.
Yes,
you. I will be there tonight, Shay.
Okay. Look,
somebody's having missing class anxiety. I see.
I am. FOMO. Thank you, Shay.
No problem. The replay is waiting on you, Dr. Fair. You can get caught up today and then be ready tonight. All right, Debbie, which one of your offers, because you do big production video, which one of your offers do you think you need an open cart, closed cart email funnel for?
Well, that was a good idea you gave, Shawana. I was thinking of a video marketing strategy session for 2025. So, start planning. What are we in the third quarter? Yeah. So start
we're
planning.
halfway through the year. So really you can start with planning the rest of this year. And then around, I'm going to say October, November, start with your planning of next year. Yeah. Cool beans. I love it. Y'all are doing good. Okay. What Glow said over here on YouTube is she really wants to use it for her podcast, Conversations with Glow. All right. I love it. Y'all are on point. So when it comes to a funnel for your lead magnet or a funnel for your cart open to cart close, does anybody have any questions or do you have any value adds? We kind of went through that. Look, I had email templates and everything. I went through that thing fast as heck, didn't I? But does anybody have, okay, Dr. LaFera, come on through.
Yeah, I got a question. So, like part of the reason I haven't been showing up is because I was, sick and I took a few months off because I didn't feel like doing anything. But like, what would you suggest as far as, like sometimes you do like that I'm sorry thing when you start like talking back to your list, but like how would you approach that if you were me? Like, because I don't necessarily want to start out being like, I was sick and all that stuff.
Okay. So you forget that there was a whole week of how to get back in touch with your warming up your email list. So
Okay.
I'm gonna put that, let me see, warm up email list. I'll put that link in the show notes. All right.
Well, thank you.
Of course, of course. I felt like there was another link I said I was gonna put in the show notes, but I don't remember what that is. I think I was talking about sales events, but that's happening in 2 more days anyway, so we're not gonna put that one. But yeah, so there was a whole week we did on warming up your email list. And what I did was you had email templates for if you never talked to your list, and then you had one if you used to talk to it regularly and you need to start back. And so I'll redirect you to that, Dr. LaFera, and that link will be in the show notes for today. I'll add that in. But basically, you don't have to say you sorry. Like, I mean, you don't have to say where you were, right? You can say life be life, and like, how do you usually talk to your people, right? Like, I need to reintroduce myself to my email list. I don't know what it is with me. I can't get it together. I start one way and then I'm like, oh, can't keep this up. Let me try another way. But I'm a person, I need themes, right? For the longest time, I was able to just wake up and think of something Monday through Thursday and talk about it. Well, my brain at 52 is a little different. And so that's not working for me anymore. So I was like, okay, I need some themes. The Monday one is going to be about this. The Wednesday one is going to be about this. And the Friday one is going to be about this. Well, I don't know what was going on, but I couldn't keep up with that either. So I got to reintroduce myself. And so all I do, sometimes I'm just transparent and I'll be like, hey, I don't know what to say, will be the subject line. I don't know what to say, right? And then I'll tell them like, hey, this email thing of me is not, but y'all are important to me, here's something of value, I'm going to try, watch me and hold me accountable, keep talking.
It was important.
I'm just saying, because but that's how y'all experience me, right? I'm transparent with y'all. Hey, today was not a good day. I what I tell you yesterday, hey, I just published a blog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did not have a chance to comb my hair. I mean, I know it's presentable, but I don't like this style, but I didn't have a chance to change it. So whoever you are, be yourself, and what you share doesn't have to always be the worst of things. We've talked about that before, right? It can just be, hey, things get in the way, life is life, but life is great right now. It's this, is that, but I want to start a conversation with you guys. And what I want to talk to you about is this, and you go in and give them value. So that's all you got to do.
Okay.
I mean, it's no different than an old friend you haven't talked to in a while. There's certain friends that you're going to, you might bust out crying and you say something. Thank you, Heather. And then there are friends that, you might just be like, girl, you know what I'm saying? And that girl is enough, right? And then y'all just go ahead and get to catching up, or y'all go ahead and start from the day on what you're doing, further. So treat it like that. Treat it like that. That's why it's easier to think of a client avatar than it is to think of a group of people, because trying to talk to a group of people is a little harder than just thinking about that one person, that one avatar, that one client persona. Talk to her.
Okay.
And she understands, because guess what? You serve people who can't keep a routine because of their health.
Yes.
They'll
understand.
I like that. Treat them like they
that.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool beans. That was great. Thank you for that, Dr. LaFera. Anybody else have a question or a comment or a value add about lead magnet funnels or your cart open to cart close funnel?
What I was going to ask is because I forget which one do you use for us who are not in the funnel world. Which one would you suggest is even the best that is user friendly though? Well, because when you think about schedules and things like that, it's like that's another.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to say is there's going to be a learning curve no matter which one you use, because you're not used to doing them, and they are automations, right? And so what she's asking y'all is what platform. And so I do like ActiveCampaign, but I am migrating over to Go High Level, and so that's what I'll say that I use. So Heather, what do you want to add in?
I'm using Go High Level, and you can do bulk emails in there to your entire contact list or your segment or whatever, whoever you're addressing, and then you can schedule them out. You can create email templates in there, so you can then create a list for yourself on what template you want to use for whoever's getting your message.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, once you learn them, the flow is easy, but I don't think that there's one that is going to be just easy where you just open it up and know what to do. Right. I don't think they're intuitive like that. You're going to have to do some YouTube videos, some little reading or whatever to understand how to do it for whatever platform that you're going on. But what I'll say is, if you haven't purchased it yet, Go High Level is probably the way to go. So I'll put my affiliate link, Go High Level, in the show notes. All right.
And special, if you pay annually, you get 2 months free. So
there you go. Love it. All right. Any other questions or value adds about the lead magnet funnel or the cart open to cart close funnel?
I have a quick question. The
Yes.
Go High Level, is that different from Constant Contact, or is it similar?
I'm going to say everything is different than Constant Contact. But look, did you feel the judgment? Did you feel the
Yes,
judgment?
I did. Very
Oh, okay,
judging.
okay. Oh, okay, okay. Look, I don't want that to wash over you. But yes, Go High Level is an all-in-one platform that does a lot of stuff. It replaces a lot of stuff, and it's actually great at replacing a lot of that stuff. So I don't often recommend all-in-one because I prefer best in class, but they're actually decent at a lot of the stuff that they replace, and so it's worth it, and it's only $97 a month. So you're saving money on the things that it replaced. So I would say if you're gonna move from Constant Contact, then yeah, go to Go High Level.
Okay.
Now again, Go High Level. Once you're gonna have to take time for the learning curve, right? But once you got it, you got it. If you don't have time for the learning curve, there are plenty of Go High Level people on Fiverr, Upwork, and all of that can just get your stuff started while you just take your time and learn it to create, to kind of correct what they have done or add more things later. But yeah, because okay. But the great thing about Go High Level, y'all, is their customer service is great. So they have 24/7 customer service. Even if you're in the 14-day trial, you can hop on a Zoom. They will give you a welcome call, kickoff call, and they'll give you a service call. So you can hop on that Zoom every day if you need to get everything done. If you don't want to,
it's outstanding. They connect you immediately to somebody who's like, you share your screen and then they tell you, click here, click there, go here, do this. Like Duana is the most hand-holdingest person ever. Like that is hand-holding to set that up. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I enjoy that. Even me, I know how to, design websites. I know how to create carts and all of that kind of stuff. But when I went in there, I was having a problem and I didn't understand why was I having this problem, right? And they harass you to do your kickoff call. They let you know, hey, we here. Hey, you haven't done your kickoff call. Hey, we love to kick you off. You know what I'm saying? So they are constantly telling you, even when you're inside of Go High Level, there's a button that you can click to go straight to the Zoom to get in line to speak to a tech. So I love it. So they helped me, and all it was, guess what it was, y'all? It wasn't even anything wrong with the thing for me to build my page out. What it was my computer had too much cache and I had to clear my browser and all of that. He was like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. Just clear your browser and it should work. Go ahead, I'll wait for you. I was like, oh, thank you. So yeah.
Okay.
Customer service is awesome. And you can't say that about a lot of stuff because you already know they be sending you to articles and all kind of stuff. You be running in a circle, can't speak to nobody, can't find a number, can't find an email address because they don't want you contacting them for real. Go High Level, like, hey, we here for you all day, every day. Come on in here. Come on in here. So yes, Go High Level. Or should I say Go High Level? I don't know. I'm awake this morning, so I don't know where the energy's coming from.
Have you had coffee? I'm just so.
I have not. I've only had water. I drank that water when I heard that frog in Dr. LaFerra's throat. I ain't had nothing else yet. But hey, we gonna.
Why you keep picking on me, man?
I'm sorry, y'all know. I just, it's like the comedians. We go back to the baseline jokes.
Need you to leave
because nothing gets in the way of these jokes. All right. Let's see. Does anybody else have anything else before we go? Let's see. Glow is over and she said, like home yesterday, all I put was KWG is back and kept it. Yeah, Glow, you need to do more with that. Just let the people know what's been going on. Let them know what they got to look forward to, Glow. Some of the topics you're thinking about having, ask them what topics they would like to hear. So yeah, be a little more involved in that, Glow, because I would kind of ignore that. That wouldn't also make me open your email. So we got to be careful about these subject lines, y'all. Even if it is just a reminder, we need subject lines that tell them it's value inside. And then we just happen to remind them of something, right? So yeah, this is going to be a great one. Dr. LaFerre says she likes that. Yep, most definitely. All right, y'all. I think tomorrow, let me see. What is our, so tomorrow we talk about downsell, upsell funnels is what we talk about tomorrow. Also, we've been talking about the custom GPT workshop. It is not too late to join us. All the replays for the 2 days that you missed are already up. You can take today, watch the 2 replays, and be ready for tonight for challenge day 2. Go to shaycannon.com/GPT. What we're doing is we're learning about custom GPTs and how to create them and reasons why to create them, to use them in your business, because you can use them inside your business to be more efficient, and you can use them externally to enhance or to create revenue. So it's great. Go to shaycannon.com/GPT. Today is it is a workshop plus challenge experience. We've done the workshop. We've done day 1 of the challenge. Again, the replays are waiting on you in the vault. And today is day 2 of the challenge. So come on in, because we take questions about the workshop and the day 1 of the challenge before we get started with day 2. So you will not be behind if you watch the replays today. shaycannon.com/GPT. All right, guys, I'm gonna get these show notes ready and they will be inside of the group. Now, there is something I've been thinking about. Oh, if you need to be in the group, shaycannon.info/group. Okay. I think that I'm gonna make the morning show notes and the replay available by email as an opt-in for YouTube. Because I need to get more of our YouTube listeners onto our email list so I can not talk to them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to start back talking to y'all. So yeah, that'll be one of the things that I do, because what we know is our email list is the best place for us to talk to people because we own it, right? There are fewer things in the way of the people between us and the people on our list than there are between us and the people on social media. So we need to get people on our list, get them on our list, and we need to talk to them. So me and Dr. LaFerre are going to get back to talking to our people. That is our commitment. And so you guys should do it too. All right. All right. Last call for alcohol. Any questions or any value adds or any comments about funnels in general, lead magnet funnels or open cart to close cart funnel, or even warming up the email
for this one today, especially because this whole concept was always very like murky in my mind, like how it works. So thank you.
No problem. And that's why I went to it, because y'all know I'm a vessel. Right. I was like, what do they need next? We've been talking about, the psychology of sales. We talked about the psychology of pricing, and there are more psychologies that have to do with marketing, but I don't want to psychology you out. So I was like, what would be of value to you? And so that made me think about, well, we're doing all this stuff to get the sale, but we don't always get the sale right off. So how do we, where do we go from there? And most of the time that's a funnel. And what I know is the more funnels that we implement in our business, the more we are nurturing people to the sale. That is that fortune in the follow-up, right? Those funnel emails are follow-up emails. That means we've done more than just announce what we're selling. We followed up, but it's in an automatic way in a funnel. And so it's important. And so that's why I decided to talk about the 4 that you definitely need in your business. So most definitely. All right, y'all. Anything else? We got 10 minutes. I'm not in a hurry. But y'all know I'm not going to sit here and, force a conversation either.
Well,
So.
I like your idea, Shay, for you, for
the
sending out
YouTube?
those in the email. Yeah.
Now, that means for me, because y'all know my integrity too high. Now I got to find something else that's exclusive to the group, right? So watch out.
What else can you give them, Shay?
I don't know, but for me, I'd be like, something has to be exclusive just for y'all. So it might be that y'all get it on the day, and maybe via email, they have to wait till the end of the day to get the email kind of thing. Might be the thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Debbie, what did you want to add?
I want to ask about our series last week on pricing. Is that a service that you offer as far as working with companies to figure out pricing? Or can you recommend someone who does that?
So I don't know who does that, but I wish somebody would come forward as like a pricing guru. I really wish they would. Because for me, it just takes a lot of research. So when I did yours, Debbie, and I priced it for your 2 different avatars, I did a whole bunch of research because that's not my area. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I don't feel like somebody should just be pulling pricing out their ass. I think that they should be familiar with the industry that you're in, as well as the people that you're trying to work. So it takes that research. So I know it's something I don't want to try to specialize in, but if that's something that somebody needs from me when I'm putting together their roadmap, I'm going to do a deep dive and find that information. But I will say that if you need to do it for yourself, you know your industry already, right? So you don't have to catch up on the industry. You know your people. You don't have to catch up on your people. So you could go to ChatGPT and be like, look, this is how much I would like to charge. What do you think? This is what I do. What are common prices for that? Can you give me some resources or references for this information you're giving me? This is my client, you know what I'm saying? Can they hold the threshold of the pricing that I'm thinking? You can just have a conversation going back and forth with ChatGPT to get more information and get more thoughts, just like as if you were talking to me, right?
Oh,
and so you'll actually land in a better place than just trying to come out your head.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. What did you want to add, Dr. LaFera? Oh, you went back on mute.
I did, but it's no reason why you couldn't be that person. But
yeah, I don't want to do that. That takes a lot, right? Because you don't want to I think somebody should specialize in that, right? I think that it should be somebody that thinks in pricing already, and now all they have to do is think about, research your industry and your people. For me, hell, I have my own pricing issues, right? I have my own money blocks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not the best person to do that because I may or may not be able to tap into that part of me every time. Right. So it just so happened when it came to Debbie, I was able to do it no problem. But with me having my own pricing issues and own money blocks, like I'm not the right person to do that. Because I know when to say that something is not my forte. Now, y'all are used to me saying I'm a genius and I know this and I know that because I'm going to double down on what I know. But I'm also going to be transparent and let you know what I'm not as good at. And so I just would not. So yeah,
I'll find somebody.
If my client that's getting a strategy session from me needs that, y'all know I'm gonna give my client what they need though. Yeah. But I feel like that's a gap. Somebody needs to come in as the pricing coach, the pricing strategist, you know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to come in and do that thing, but it needs to be somebody that's good at it because I don't like people that just pull stuff out the air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like that. I have when it comes to pricing, if you go to shaycannon.com/pricing, that's not last week's. That's the one that was the foundation for last week. It talks about pricing in different categories to give you a better idea, but it still doesn't pick pricing for you. It just kind of shifts your mindset to start kind of thinking about how you should think about your pricing, but I still don't pick a single number for you. So let me put that in the show notes that we'll add that to the links, the pricing blog. All right. Did anybody want to add anything else? Of course. And Debbie, since I did some research for you, you can dump what I put in your roadmap into ChatGPT to continue the conversation. Because I've already done some research. Because what we knew was, even though it's basically the same service, because it's for 2 different entities, the price couldn't be the same because both entities couldn't hold the threshold of the price. So yeah, use the research I've already done to restart a conversation with ChatGPT.
Okay.
Cool beans. Dr. LaFera?
So I have a question about ChatGPT.
Okay.
So sometimes
well, no, all the time now when people share a link with me, even when I share it with myself and I click on the link after I've shared it, now it takes me to the conversation, but like it tries to make me re-sign in. And like when I do, like I'm not at that conversation anymore. What could be causing it?
So ChatGPT is doing some changes and upgrades, and more people are on it and all that kind of stuff. And so they got some glitches going on right now. Shawana and I were talking about that last night. A lot of stuff is not quite synced up the way that it was, and it's growing pains. And so we don't know where they'll land with it or how it will be in the future. And I don't even know if ChatGPT got customer service or not. But I think the best thing that you can do is if somebody shares a link with you, copy everything out of that link.
Yeah.
Log
Into a
in,
document.
put it back in and say, hey, I was having a conversation with
Okay.
you. This is the information. Do you understand? And then it'll say yes, and then continue your conversation.
Okay.
That's the hack that I would use because I don't know, it's a little glitchy right now. But again, it's growing pains. It's the same thing that we have when we start getting more customers in, like we pray for the customers and then the flood come in. You can't service that new amount of customers the same way that you did the lower amount. So things have to change. So yeah. Yep. And also we talked about last night on Dr. LaFera, different ways of sharing that external link. And different ways of sharing your custom GPT external link. So that'll be in your replay.
Okay.
Because everybody's brand can't hold just giving somebody a naked link like that. Some of our brands are a little more upper echelon. So we have to share them in more brand aligned ways. And so we talked about that last night.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You're gonna look forward to a replay, baby.
That's right. I might listen going to work.
Do it. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Last call for alcohol since we're right at the top of the hour. All right. Well, the studio is closing in 5, 4,